Appreciate you guys taking some time. I guess, senior week, obviously, it's a big deal. Everything kind of coming down to a close here. I guess if you both want to take us through maybe some of your favorite memories. I know Fiesta Bowl might stick out in that, but maybe some of your favorite memories of, playing for Liberty, suiting up over these last handful of years.
I think my favorite part of the last, 5 seasons has been the boys, hanging out. This is like the last era of our lives where we're with a consistent group of guys like that, and you're eating with them every day and going to meetings and stuff. So, I think sometimes I've taken that for granted, but that's been some of my best memories. Have been hanging out with them and off the field stuff, as well as beating BYU was really cool. The field getting stormed and being able to enjoy that with my guys is something I'll remember forever.
Yeah, just back up what Harry said. To me, like the memories and all that is definitely like something big, just like hanging with the guys on the field, but a lot of the off the field stuff too. Like a lot of these guys that I don't think I'd ever meet, like being from Boston and half of these guys from Georgia and Texas and Florida, like I don't think I'd ever really meet unless I like is in something like this again, you know what I mean? So that's definitely a big thing for me, just the relationships we built like over the years, and like especially on the defensive side, like we kind of been just, you know how it is in the meeting room, like we're always together, we're on the same side of the ball. We've been a lot of the DBs especially been here for 4+ years with me, so I think that's the biggest thing for me. And obviously the scholarship too, that's a huge accomplishment, a huge memory for me that I don't think I'll ever forget.
For both of you guys, what in this era of movement and money and opportunities, what made both of you guys want to stay?
For me, when I chose Liberty, I committed to that school, and that's where I saw myself playing. And I felt like there was a reason I was supposed to be here, and I wouldn't leave until I figured that reason out. And I found out that this place has made me who I am. It's the experiences I've had here have helped form me into the person I'm going to be and who I am now. So that was it for me.
Yeah, for me, it was a little bit different. Like God. Like, I got saved here, you know what I mean? So, like, I feel like I also had some unfinished business here. Like, I feel like what I've accomplished here just to begin with, like, I feel like I needed to finish here also. Like, the money and all that couldn't really faze me, just to a point where God brought me here for a reason. And I think, like, me just staying here would help me also glorify Him, too.
Eli, could you talk about your journey? I know obviously we've seen the packages, the videos about all your stuff, but like you mentioned a little bit in the era of player movement, NIL, all that kind of stuff. Like you kind of went an opposite way of everybody else. You really fought your way onto this roster, and you've carved out a space for yourself. I guess if you could just put into words your journey here at Liberty, kind of here, as things are kind of coming to an end.
Yeah, definitely something I wouldn't ever like change, to be honest. Like just the attributes I've been able to attain being here, just the friendships, the relationships, just the ups and downs, like everything I've learned here is definitely something that like I don't think I'd be able to learn somewhere else. You know what I mean? And it hits me sometimes, like it hit me this past week really a little bit, and it probably won't hit me really till after the game, but like a bunch of the stuff that I've learned and a bunch of stuff that I've accomplished here, like it's something I don't think I'd be able to learn or like grow with somewhere else.
What's next for you guys? Pro day or looking to start your careers? I mean, what's next for both of you guys?
Yeah, for me, pro day. I have a couple spots that I'm thinking of training at after the season, just to see if I could get right. And I think I did some pretty good stuff this season. Hopefully, I can impress some scouts on pro day and then see where I end up.
Yeah, for me, it's still kind of up in the air. We'll see what's happening. I got to finish out my degree in the spring, so I'm excited to do that. And whether I'm training or working, I'm just going to be, taking the memories I had here with me. So.
What's your degree?
MBA right now. So I got my undergrad in business, working on my master's in business administration.
Bring it to the football side a little bit. You guys have been through some high highs here, and some valleys too. Is there anything either of you can put your finger on this year, or just why it hasn't gone the way that you all expected it to go?
That's a good question. I think, I don't know if I can put a finger on it. Sometimes I think sometimes it might not work out the way we thought. But I know what the downs and the lows have brought us closer together as a whole and as a team. Sometimes you don't have a good reason for why something happens. I think we have great coaching. I think we have great talent on this team. I think we're connected. I think sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it to. I think that's what we've seen this year.
Yeah. Kind of just to piggyback, like 2023 was a great year for us. Like it was a year like nobody ever forget, you know what I mean? But it's crazy just how God, I learned this year a lot. It's crazy how God can show you, like, you can be at the top and at the bottom, you know what I mean? Like, and sometimes it's not based off talent or coaching. Like, I feel like we had more talent and it's the same coaching staff that's here, you know what I mean? It's not really anything different, but it's just kind of, I guess, just how you approach it, and just kind of the circumstance that you're in. Like, but I feel like God's just teaching us something right now. Like, we can't be so worked up on hoping to win 3 conference championships in a row. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard to do, and it's really unlikely to do in other conferences too. So, but I think it's something we learned, and you live, you learn, and you grow.
Time for one more.
Kennesaw State last year, you guys came in 5-0. That was you could point to that a little bit as a turning point, maybe for the season, or and kind of for what is kind of coming to this year. Do you guys look at that as revenge? I mean, they stormed the field on y'all. You get an opportunity to go out maybe on a higher note. How are you approaching this game, from like maybe a mentality standpoint on that end?
Personally, you know, I think Eli might feel the same way, but that wasn't a good feeling what happened last year, and they had nothing to lose, and we were undefeated, and I feel like right now we got nothing to lose, and we could just go out there and play free. That's kind of what I told the guys yesterday. Like, when you got nothing to lose, you're dangerous. I think we could do something big for sure. I think we have the talent to do it. I think we have the enthusiasm and the joy to come into practice every day and do it because we love being with each other. I think if we can just bring that all together, we can show them something.
Yeah, kind of like what Harry said. I don't think we have really anything to lose, but also just trying to end it out the right way for the seniors. Like, we have, I think he said, like 27 seniors on the team, so it's a good amount. So we all want to end on a good note, and we all started here on a great note. You know what I mean? So it would just be great for us to end on a great note too. And kind of like what he said, like, yes, a little bit of revenge, but a little bit more about just us being able to come out there like one last time together and just being able to put on a great show.